Well, hello, my little gorgeous glowing unicorns. My name is ashleyellix, and in this video, I'm going to be testing out and reviewing the brand new IT Cosmetics Nude Glow CC Cream. This is like a CC cream foundation that's supposed to give that kind of glowy skin that we're all kind of craving these days, and I'm going to be trying it out for you. And if you're ready, then let's just get into it, okay, boo? Boop! This CC cream is actually the fourth installment of the classic IT Cosmetics CC creams, the other three being the, of course, classic, the oil-free matte, and the illuminating. This one is retailing for $42 with the standard size of 1 ounce, and it's available on their website, Sephora, Ulta, and I'm sure QVC because they always host a ton of IT Cosmetics products over there, and usually in like specific bundles and deals and packages. I picked up the shade Lite. I do tend to be a light neutral in most brands, so hopefully the shade will work out for me. This is what it's looking like. This is a silicone-based foundation, so I will be pairing it with one of my favorite silicone-based primers, the Revolution Super Dewy Blur Balm. And of course, this is what my skin is looking like now with literally nothing on it except my skincare. As you can see, I have some redness, some discoloration, a little bit of acne scarring from some recent breakouts that I had. So we want to see how much this covers. It says it's a medium coverage, so I'm hoping to at least diffuse some of that. I'm not expecting full coverage, and I'm really hoping for that beautiful glow. I have stayed clear from the CC Cream Illuminating because all the reviews that I've ever seen of it say that it leaves like a glitter particle on your skin, and I'm not about that life. I want like glitter in certain areas, but not all over. So I'm hoping this really gives me that beautiful glowy look that I'm looking for. It has SPF 40, so that's nice to get a little extra boost of sunscreen in there. So just gonna swipe on that primer. On this side of my face, I will be using the brush that was actually the gift with purchase when I ordered this from Ulta. It's the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Skin Skin Smoothing Complexion Brush number 704. I have like a very similar brush from them that I got with the Your Skin But Better. No. What is that? I have a favorite foundation from IT Cosmetics. Yeah, it's Your Skin But Better foundation. That brush that came with this is very similar. It's a nice little flat angled kabuki. I'm assuming this is how they want you to apply it, but for the sake of reviewing purposes, I will be using a sponge on the other side. This is just a dampened AOA Studio Wonder Blender. I love these, so we'll see how different they are, if any, and let's get to trying. I'm just going to pump some on the back of my hand because that's typically what I like to do, kind of warm up the product a little bit. It always feels weird dirtying up a new fresh white brush. Pat some of that on. Ooh, has a fragrance to it, which you'll either love or hate, but it's a nice light floral scent. Interesting, I wasn't really expecting that. Ooh, it's going on really pretty already. No, you know what? I take it back. Like floral soap. Interesting scent choice, I feel. Going in with another pump. I always also feel like when you first get a brush, it kind of tends to soak up the product a little bit. That's what this brush is doing. So I'm not even like applying as much as I think I normally would if my brush had been a little dirty. And I think the shade match is pretty good, pretty spot on. The CC creams were always kind of hard for me to shade match with. This one seems like a very exact light neutral. And maybe it's because it's not like that much coverage. Okay, so that's with the brush side. Yeah, you can see it's definitely a light to medium coverage, not even full medium. I'm still seeing a lot of discoloration peeking through, but that glow is gorgeous. I'm not seeing any glitter flakes at all, so that's good news. And it's just very, very glossy, really pretty. It does say you can build it up with an extra pump, so let's just keep working off the back of my hand because I have some extra product there. And let's add a little bit more because I usually like to cover up this coloration on my cheeks a little bit more. Okay, that's more of a medium coverage, I feel. Yeah, that's really nice. I'm loving that glow. I think it looks absolutely stunning. Let's just start going in with the sponge on the other side though. The pump's kind of wanting to give out on me a little bit. Something so spa-like about applying foundation with a nice little sponge. Okay, that's with the sponge side. So definitely the lightest coverage of all the, you know, 3 things I just did, which it's nice to have options, I really feel. That's why I love the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better foundation, because I can like apply that with my fingertips and it's gonna just look really nice and evened out, but I can build it all the way up to full coverage. This, I'm hoping to get that kind of same vibe, but a lot more glow. So let's start building it up a little bit to see if it's flexible in that way with the sponge too. Okay, So there's the sponge side. Let me see if I see any differences as far as like skin texture goes. Oh, you know what? I actually kind of like the sponge side better. And I'm not oftentimes somebody who prefers a sponge side. I just think it looks like it melted into my skin a lot nicer and it's almost a part of my skin. And then, yeah, I'm almost getting less texturing. So let me take this sponge side and just press on any like trouble areas that I have, like smile lines. Make sure there's not too much hanging out there from the brush, which I tend to do anyways with the foundation brush. Yeah, so you let me know, do you see any difference with the sides? Is there one side you prefer, foundation, sponge? What do you prefer in general, a foundation brush or a sponge? So sponge side, oh, that glow is so stunning. And then brush side. Coverage? Almost the same though, you know? So if the coverage looks the same and that's what I'm going for, I'm gonna go with the sponge because that's a lot nicer. So that's how everything's looking. Let me go do my regular concealer, powder, set it, all of that stuff, show you what the finished result looks like, and then we'll do an actual wear test because I gotta be honest with you, wear tests usually don't go very well for me with the CC creams from IT Cosmetics, which is why I've actually not liked them in the past because in an hour it just looked like a greasy hot mess. So we'll do some check-ins. We'll see how it goes, okay? Okay, you guys, the rest of my makeup is all done and this is what it's looking like with powder even put on top. I use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I love using this powder because it keeps my skin still looking hydrated and it doesn't really remove too much shine, so it's not like super mattifying because I wanted to maintain as much glow as possible since of course this is a glowy CC cream foundation thingy. This, I do have a little bit of highlight up here, like just right there though, and there. I try to keep it very minimal. So all the glowiness that you see right here and the T-zone and everything, that's the product just doing its thing. And I really enjoy that. So this is, I'm obsessed. First of all, I'm obsessed. While I was doing my eye look, which stay tuned, you know, subscribe so you don't miss out on that little eye tutorial that I'm gonna be posting with a fun new palette. Face though, I kept looking at my face while I was doing my eye makeup, like double take. Beautiful, because the way it's just catching light is so glowy, so dewy. Now, because I did an eye tutorial, it's been like an hour that my skin has been wearing this. That's so, which is a weird thing to say, since it's been on my skin for like an hour and it's still looking really, really nice. I'm really, really hoping that it stays that way because how it looks right now is exactly what I want it to look like. It is so glowy. There's no micro glitters. It is just catching the light and making my skin look so healthy and hydrated. And I've been wanting something like this for a long time. So let's do a wear test. Let's see how it goes. Wish us luck that everything works out. Let's see. Okay, you guys, so it's been over 8 hours. I honestly think it's been like 9 or 10 hours now. So this is what everything is looking like. This is the sponge side and this is the brush side. You'll notice like overall, I still look really glowy. I wouldn't say I'm excessively oily or anything. The amount of shine that you're seeing right now and the glow has pretty much been the same and consistent all day long, which I think is really lovely, really nice. I don't feel like I look greasy. I just feel like I look super glowy and I'm just loving the way like my skin is glowing and picking up in lighting. It's just crazy. I don't know how to describe it. It's just doing something to my skin that I really, really love. And I think that it looks really healthy on my skin. So I'm enjoying that. The only difference I would say between the sizes as far as the wear test goes, the sides, end of the day, as far as the sides from the wear test is I do see like a little bit of like sitting on top of my skin over here, texturing with the brush side, whereas the sponge side, it looks like, it just looks like my skin, like it's undetectable. Yeah, the bronzer right here, but like the foundation, I can't see it sitting on my skin like I can on the brush side. So sponge side for the win. Overall, I'm really enjoying it. I can't complain about a glowy tinted moisturizer foundation looking this good on my skin after like 10 hours plus like I did a 2-mile walk today and it looks this good. Yeah, I have a little bit of wearing down like on my chin and like, you know, my nose. It's like a typical, but all things considering, I don't think it's bad. I'm really excited. I'm really hopeful. I can't wait to play around with this more. I think this might, I mean, like, I don't want to say it right off the bat, but this might be a new fave. I'll continue to play around with it though and see how I feel about it, do a speed review for you guys, update you over on like a TikTok and Instagram, because I have not only this foundation that I'm trying out, I have at least one new foundation each week for the next month or so that I will be testing and reviewing. I have the Patrick Star One Size beauty balm or foundation thing. And then I also have the Charlotte Tilbury one coming. I'm trying to get the Danessa Myricks one, but they're out of stock on my shade. So I have that. I have a couple of drugstore ones. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see more foundation reviews from me, and you'll get notified if you push that little bell button. Make sure your notifications are tapped on, and also follow me over on Instagram and TikTok if you want some extended content. But for now, I hope that this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.